Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Amila Fernando, and it's this podcast today that I'm going to be discussing in the detailed strategy of the Kelani Cable PLC regards to the financial year 2024-2025. The review has co-focus on the principle of the corporate strategy and how it's implemented through the operations and the associated financial results. So let me take you through the corporate vision, mission and core values. If you look at the company future aspiration or the corporate vision is to become the national leading electrical solution provider, and how they are going to do this to obtain the optimal values to the stakeholders in advanced product development, advanced technology, and improve productivity while cultivating an open organization culture which utilize the creativity and innovation and its development. They have the core values of respect, integrity, and quality, and family and learning. Today, the Kelani Cables has expanded, become the industrial powerhouse with more than 500 employees from where they began with 12 employees in 1969. And if we further go into details of their environment analysis, resource and capabilities, and it will cover the external environment or the macroeconomic and industry factors. The highly volatile macroeconomic backdrop in Sri Lanka should be taken into consideration when evaluating the Kelani cables. The country suffered from severe economic recession that has been followed by the high rebound in real GDP, around 5% in 2024, particularly an increase in industrial and construction activities help drive this recovery. At the national level, easy policy rates results in reduction rates of borrowings, and that's also help for the development of the construction industry. Expansion opportunities are emerging following the deflation situation at the beginning of the 2025, with the cuts of electricity tariffs and fuel tariffs also, and the low operation costs also helps to grow the construction industry. The new movements of investment opportunities related to the infrastructure and tourism industry was developing in the beginning of 2025 until now, and that's also the huge opportunities to Kelani cables to invest there, uh, invest for the opportunities. However, the risk is persist. There was issues connected to the labor shortages and international trade tariffs volatilities. US imposed 20% tariffs, international trades, and that's also make a great tension to the industry. If we consider the internal environment of the company, the resources and the competitiveness, the company owns more than 3.5 hectares of land spread out the critical manufacturing facilities. They having a heavy power cables and winding wires are processed in Plant 1 and Plant 2 in Kelani area. And the plant tree also located at Siamalape area close to Biagama and is exclusively for the domestic range cables. Its high quality standards is the basis for its pricey market status. By tracking the time and material losses with big data analysis, the company is able to effectively manage the factory non-conformities outcomes, achieve significant quality claims reduction, and secure relevant factory cost savings. The company includes the scope of operations and product portfolios. It's cover very wide product structure. As a scope of operation, Kelani Cable is more than just a run-of-the-mill construction cabling, and it has huge portfolio with mount and unmount power cables, control cables, and bare conductors, area bundle cables, ABC, auto cables, and with renewable energy like solar cables for the renewable energy grids, and diverse retail products such as Havel's Cat 6 cable and scandal switches, and the Kelani LED light systems are also there. Apart from that, there was a strategic acquisition which was happened way back in 1999 by the ACL cables of the Kelani cables, where it is acquired majority of the cable companies in Sri Lanka. It has an overwhelming and collaborative presence, become a larger Sri Lankan cable market. If we look at the strategic timing and market moves in terms of Kelani cables, in financial year 2025, timing of the market actions coincides quite well with indication of economic recovery. As the government eased the imports restriction, Kelani Cable aggressively moves to the lighting divisions, achieving the rapid retail market penetration. Moreover, it's started its mega media initiatives किसी गिनक ने in four media, TV channels, radio station, and YouTube channels also. In the times of presidential and the general election period, which is tend to be people moves to access the YouTube social media channels and TV channels, so they grab that opportunity and publish their advertisement, and they could be able to send the message. If we look at the strategy execution and diversification, the company looking for the four types of diversification and strategies executions. The four segments are projects, distribution, power, energy, and exports. Beside one another in clear balance for the execution and corporate strategy. In the project market, Kelani Cable leverage a lot of renewable energy transition by direct custom power cables supplied to the various solar energy projects. In distribution, the company started sending agile field staffs to record growing consumer shift towards buying building materials at a time when the domestic spending power has evened out. When it's come to the strategic diversification and global footprint, the Kelani Cable against the local macroeconomic shocks. Geographic and product diversification have been scaled up. Kelani Cables has a dedicated sales office in Maldives and a liaison office in Bangladesh and globally. And today, the exports to more than 20 countries and has exported client in 160 countries, of which exports revenue represent a significant 16% share of total revenue. When it comes to intellectual capital and certifications that they have, the approach backed by the strong system and product excellence certificates. The the certification like ISO 9001 to 15 quality for quality management, which is marked a great quality supplier to the industry, and ISO 14001 2015, that's also considered of the environment management and responsible care of workplace safety and ethics. Organization culture and the leadership is crucial part with the success of Kelani Cables when it's considered to the beginning of 1969. It is essential to have tightly connected people capabilities. Kelani Cables employed 506 people and has 82% retention rate, which shows the understanding of the bond between the employees and the company. The firm scale up the training efforts in order to make workforce agile and flexible. The investment amount is 4.7 million rupees in compared to the previous year. The emphasis of the modules was develop KPIs, lead in safety measures, and performance excellence also in the premises. When it's come to social sustainability and governance integration, the company has two major events which is organized and carried out by the Kelani Cables. Uh, the one of them is started at 27 with the collaboration of University of Peradeniya. This scheme has been executed year after year for 13 years, trained more than 1,000 youths as a fully equipped electricians, and they have equipped more than 500 electricians so far. Launched in collaboration with the University of Jaffna, recently completed the fifth and sixth batches of students of the Kelani Shakti to promote vocational educational northern province. Considering the financial performance of the Kelani Cable, it shows that outstanding performance in the financial year 2025. All the figures are above the 20%, and it shows that the strong and stable growth of the company. When it's come to the leadership and corporate culture, the organization has strong culture and bases itself firmly with five core values. Within the organization, leadership characterized by productive responsibility, seemingly carried out under the leadership of new CEO Dr. Anil Munasinghe, who has served 20 years. Equal opportunity and diversity. The HR structure supports gender inclusive recruitment process, appraisal, inclusive benefits, new In summary, Cali Cables PLC has demonstrated how clear operational focus, a committed work culture, and strategic foresight can make volatility into record-breaking corporate performance. So this is end of our podcast, and see you next week with new episode.